It's Joy 107.1 Columbus's inspiration station. And since this is a video, there's really no need for introduction. You see who I got here with me, the one and only Jonathan McReynolds. How you feeling today?
What up, bro? How you feeling, man? I'm good.
Man, I'm real good, man. I just want to get straight to the business. My Truth Tour coming here to Columbus, Ohio. Man, Columbus is the capital of Ohio, but it seems like a lot of times we get skipped over and people go to Cleveland, people go to Cincinnati. So what was the city selection process when putting the tour together to come to here to Columbus?
Man, you know what? We always try to throw in some cities that, we don't get to go to too often. And, we do have a lot of support. Honestly, when I first started coming to Ohio, a lot of times I was in Columbus and Dayton. So,
Yeah.
I mean, those are two places that, when I was first starting, I seemed to be a lot. And I wasn't in Cleveland or Cincinnati sometimes. So, it's an honor, man, to come back and hang out with you guys. Ohio is a hotbed of talent and everything. So I love y'all. So it's gonna be dope. We're gonna have a good time.
No, for sure. And just like it's almost like clockwork at this point. You drop an album, go on tour. Drop an album, go on tour. So in the middle of this tour right now, what has been different with this tour than some of your past ones?
Well, we haven't started it yet. We're about to start in a few days. By the time we get to Columbus, we'll only be 6 days in. So I mean, y'all gonna get the fresh legs, fresh voice, and everything. It's gonna be dope. But so right now we're just rehearsing. It's going really well. I'm really excited about it. It's different because we're gonna add a little different element. First of all, a lot of these dates are seated, so that's one thing that's different. It's not gonna be as jammy. We're gonna work on really making it a little more theatrical for you. It's gonna be a full thing. We're gonna dance. We're gonna worship. We're gonna cry. We're gonna have church, but also there's gonna be an element of just straight up art. And so I'm really excited about that, man, to give kind of the full experience. I recognize that a lot of people that listen to my music, I'm the only gospel they listen to. So I really want to make sure that I give like the full experience so they can really see God and the culture in its totality.
No, that's huge because I just been seeing so much push for the tour. I'm like, and I seen you talking about other cities and stuff online too. I'm like, man, this is already great.
Yeah,
So,
man, it's gonna be fun.
and like you were talking about with other people, you being an gospel artist, that some people only know you as a gospel artist. Is that the reason why in some cities, I know here in Columbus, you're not having the concert at a church venue?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's only one city that we're gonna actually use a church, but every city is normally a theater or a House of Blues type thing, and so I think we'll be at the Bluestone out there, and so that's the way we've been rocking for the last few tours. We do want to make sure that we on a couple of different levels. First of all, we go to a place where we know that people who are maybe a little intimidated by the church, they still want to come. Number two, we get the folks who are in church to start invading culture a little bit. And number three, we make a good case for gospel music, even in like the business corporate world. A lot of times they think that we are small timers and we don't show up for each other, and we don't have people that will come and fan out for our music. And that's not the truth. We've been proving it to them. We've been selling out tours, between me and Kirk and Mav and Tasha and Travis Green. We're making a good case for gospel, and it's allowing us even more platforms and more opportunities to do what we do and spread our message. And so all of it works together, man. And I'm just really honored. So make sure, Columbus, y'all show up. You're not just showing up for me. You show up for God. You show up for the church. You show up for kingdom music, even in the business world. And so I really appreciate y'all.
Yeah, it's interesting you talk about us invading the culture, which in my opinion, I think, gospel artists that have the box that they want to stay in don't take what might seem like a risk in doing some of the things you're doing as far as invading the culture. So how do you balance taking these kind of approaches that aren't your traditional approaches, but staying on the right path?
Yeah, man. I think first of all, you don't have to hold everybody to everything. Everybody's built in a certain way. God's built us in a certain way. He has given us a certain grace for certain things, a certain makeup for certain things. So
Yeah.
no, it's not for everybody. Just because I'm doing it and other people are doing it doesn't mean that everybody should be doing. Some people are called, some people are sent, some people are
Hmm.
Paul, and some people, are Peter. And so at the end
Hmm.
of the day, like, I'm not tripping about people that don't do it, because I believe that there's still definitely an absolute call to maintain the church house and to be there waiting for the people that hopefully we send. Hopefully we go out there and we make such a good case for Jesus. People are like, okay, let me go find my local church. Let me go find. Let me stop being so afraid of the building. And I pray that when they get there, you have a lot of incredible talent, incredible creatives, incredible anointed preachers that they stay coming. So I mean, no, the hope is not to make church outside.
Yeah.
It's just to get people outside to go inside. And so no, it's just the way I've been graced. It's just the way my makeup is, that it all makes sense to me, and I love it, and I'm fed and satisfied and fulfilled by it. But we still, we're all different parts of the body. So if I'm
Hmm.
hands going out to reach for people, I still need some hearts and some kidneys and some livers out there, to make sure that the body's running and functioning well. And so no, there's no right or wrong. We all have different jobs.
No, and that's good. I just wanted you to explain that too, because we if we want to reach everyone, we can't stay where everyone isn't, you know. And I think I just really commend you for doing that. And because we've had tours and concerts come through here, and they want to be in the church, like they have to be in a church, and that's where and like you were saying, there's nothing wrong with that. But the people who everyone needs it, but the people who haven't been exposed to it are not coming to those venues.
Yeah,
And it's really funny too. Like, have you ever been to the Bluestone here in Columbus?
I don't think so.
So the
Don't
Bluestone
scare me.
actually used to be a church, and
Oh
now they
wow.
they flipped it to hold events
Mm,
like you're bringing here. So that I
that's
think
what's up.
that's huge.
Yeah, no, man, it's been amazing, man. I'm really, this is my favorite part of the career. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Mhm.
maybe writing songs is a close second, but I really do enjoy
Okay.
going on my type of, my own solo tours, because you really get to see a cross section of people, man. You really get to see people who are not in church, who show up and they're trying to figure out what's going on, and they feel a little less, I guess in church sometimes you feel like you have to fall into a culture,
Mhm.
but at these type of things, the whole culture is just the artist's music, and so everything else is really up to the people that come. And so sometimes it's just as churchy as church, and other times it has a different vibe and people are listening or dancing or whatever. And so I just love to watch every city take its shape, man. And ultimately I know that the best part about it is, whether they wanted to or planned to or not, they're about to get a good dose of Jesus. And
No,
so
yeah.
I just like making the case for Jesus. That's my favorite thing to do, and I just really love it. And um, we get to do this on tour, and I'm just asking that all the folks that already know about the Lord, y'all come out and just help us make this case. It's gonna be amazing.
No, that's huge. And so we are actually, as your tour begins, entering the Stellar Award season, and from your new album, My Truth, uh, your world is nominated for Stellar. This isn't unfamiliar territory for you, but could you speak to getting that nod once again?
Yeah, well, we're still, in the voting process for it, and so I don't know if it's confirmed yet. I don't know if I got the nod yet, but let's pray that we do. And it's always an honor, man. You know, uh, I think I've gotten about 15 Stellars now, and that's a crazy thought. That's just crazy. That's just a crazy, because I mean, you got to think, man. I was nominated maybe 10, 11 times, and I never won one. And so I
Mm,
really was like, man, I don't know if I'm ever gonna win one. And that was, I was working on preparing myself for that. I was working on just saying, okay, that doesn't mean everything. That doesn't mean you
right.
haven't made impact. That doesn't mean I'm not successful. That just means that, in this particular way, maybe I'm just not there yet. It's not my time. But,
Mm,
it's just really an honor, man. And to know that it's about your peers, and it's about your world, your culture, your community coming together and deciding, if they feel like you are worthy of an award or not. It's really dope when you get it. It's really those are the people that I have to walk through. Those are the people
mm,
that I have to walk past and hug and shake hands. And
yep.
so it's really dope, man, to know that they care and they look at my music in a way that deserves any kind of award. So I mean, it's just like anything else, man. Of course, we do it for God, but it never hurts to kind of give each other kind of a little pat on the back.
Yeah, it's I experienced my first Stellars last year, and I wish I would have this conversation with with somebody before going there, because we ended up winning Station of the Year, but like
Nice,
it
congrats.
it no, I appreciate it, but no one tells you like what to expect from that. When you like you see the nominee, but then you get your name called, and it's like, dang, this is like, it's not what it's all about, but it makes you reflect on what it's all about.
That's a beautiful way of saying it, man. That's absolutely beautiful way. I mean, the Lord will bless us. He'll bless us with temporal things. He'll bless us with enlarged territory. He'll bless us with some awards and some money and some followers. And the thing is, we have to be able to, at the same time, thank Him and appreciate the blessings, smell the roses,
Mm-hmm.
but also don't let the long-term effect of that be a distraction from him. And so I
Mm,
think it's a beautiful thing that we learn. I mean, there's a lesson in failure. There's a lesson in not hearing your name called. There's
right.
also a lesson in success. There's a lesson in being able to take what he gives, being really happy and appreciative and grateful for all the ways he's made, but then also kind of stop it at a point and make sure that it doesn't become an idol and something that you work toward more than just working for him.
Mm.
So I love that. I love all tension. I love all dichotomies. I love all things to figure out. And that is certainly one of them, award season. So I love it. And plus, it's just the biggest part is that it's just like a big family reunion for all those gospel artists. So if we haven't seen each other all year, and for other reasons, we'll see each other at the Stellars, and that's always really a fun experience. I get to laugh with Isaac Curry and Zacardi and
Right.
hug Tasha and dap up Corinne and Kalante. So all of that is really cool for me.
Yeah. And so I heard that you are bringing some company with you when you come to Columbus. I think it's safe to say it's not Kev on stage, but Jordan
Enough being
Armstrong's
cared.
going to be with
Yeah.
you.
Who we got? Who we got coming? I
Jordan
don't know.
Armstrong is coming
We
with
got Jordan Armstrong.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. It's gonna be amazing, man. He's dope, and we're gonna have a good time, man. We're gonna have a really good time. He's an incredible artist. Let me brag on my guy. I mean, he got great music. He's had great music for a minute, and so I'm
Mm,
really excited. That he got the number one single on radio at some point, and the fact that he's doing really well. He deserves it. He works hard. He's a genius at what he does, and we're gonna have fun, man. I can't wait to see him live. This will be my first time seeing him live, so
oh, dope.
it'll be really cool.
Yeah. And before I let you go, I know you're a hoop fan, and the NBA playoffs are about to start. Playing
Yeah.
tournaments. to start tonight. But who you going with to win it all?
Man, I mean, I would always love for the Golden State Warriors to win it all. You know, I
Okay.
really love for the Bulls to somehow come from 10th place and somehow win it all. So those are my two heart choices. I do think the Warriors have a chance. I think they do have a different switch they can turn on. I also think the Bucks are pretty amazing and pretty solid. You know, Giannis, I think is probably one or two as far as best players in the league, most dominant players in the league. So if I had to guess, I would put the Warriors and the Bucks in the finals, and it's a toss up to me who wins that.
No, I like that. April 19th, Jonathan McReynolds, My Truth Tour here in Columbus, Ohio. Any other words for the city?
Yeah, man, I love y'all. I can't wait to see you. Show up, bring some comfortable shoes, prepare to dance a little bit, prepare to laugh a little bit. I can't wait to see you guys. Columbus, let's go. My Truth Tour, April 19th. Get your tickets now.